Welcome back, everybody, and to use my favorite term, okie dokie, let's see what we have here. Oh, okay. Alright, let's give ourselves a little more room here. Let's get a little bit of a better view. Okay, we're gonna do a quick unboxing. I really have to speed this up a little bit.
Let's get ourselves some room. Take a look at this package. Okay, we got a FedEx box taped up. I don't know if I can open this in a... Oh, that didn't work. Ouch. Try that again. That's better. Okay. Alright, let's do this really quick. Well, maybe not. Maybe not so quick. There we go. Quite an effort here. This is a very heavy box. So, the shipper did a great job. Did a very good job. Man, maybe I'm just going to have to do this the 365 one and attack this package. Good Lord. Well, we can always speed it up, I guess.
Looking for great deals. And this was a deal that came up, but one day only, right before spot went up. I think this was Thursday, so just 2 days ago. And it was, you had to call them, you had to place the order by phone. The phone was busy because this was such a great deal. This was buying silver at spot or 25 cents over spot, and this was the day before we had that $1.50 spot increase. So this ended up being a super deal. But what made it even better was I called, the line was busy, so I went to email. They said you can email an order, and I only had 1 hour to go before the deal was off, and I hadn't even typed their email address, and the phone rang, and it was this owner of the shop calling me back. And I said, well, man, thank you for calling me back. I'd like to place an order. And he said, yeah, we're really sorry about that. You know, we do get busy. He said, we always try and answer the phone. So great place to do business with. And he said, yeah, we've got those items. We got a huge purchase of them. We've got plenty. How many would you like? And I said, well, I need $100 face. $100 face value. And he said, oh, okay, have you done business with us before? And I said, no, but you know, I can, this is the kind of order that I would like to jump on, whatever we got to do. And I was expecting to pay by e-check or ACH and wait 5 days for the check to clear and on, like you get from all the big bullion dealers. And he said, well, yeah, we could do that, but he said, do you have Zelle? If you Zelle me the payment, I can ship this today, and you'll probably have it by Friday. And I went, oh man, I've never done online business before and got that kind of service unless I was paying with a credit card. Because there are a couple of places like eBay and so on where you can pay by a credit card, or Costco's the other, and get fast service, because the payment's already cleared and they don't charge you that pesky 3 or 4% extra fee for the credit card, along with all the other discounts and so on. So this ended up being a great deal. The guy at Coinhuskers gave me the email address to send the Zelle payment to. And we'll cover that up. I think my address was on there, so we don't really want to show that. I'll have to check. But as you can see right here, I'm going to show this. 2067 for $100 face value of 90% silver quarters. Right? And I did the math. Before I called them, I did the math. And that quite literally is the spot price of silver per ounce at the moment that I made this purchase. $100 face value in 90% US silver is 71.5 ounces of pure silver. So do the math. 2067 divided by 71.5, and you can see what I paid per ounce for this purchase, which is fantastic. And that's a great little shipping box. That'll probably get reused, I'm sure, at some point. So let's take a look what... Oh, I don't know what fell off the table, but that wasn't good. Let's see what $100 face value gets you in 90% silver. It wasn't too bad to open. And we talked about the condition. I asked him, what kind of shape these were in, and he said these are better than you often get when you're buying, what we call constitutional or 90%, or in a lot of cases, junk silver. And he said, by no means are these junk. And he said, if you get anything in there that you don't like, he said, I will, at my cost, ship you replacements. And I said, oh, I'm not expecting them to be BU or anything. I just wanted to make sure they weren't slicks. And he said, mister, if there's a slick in here, he says, I will replace it. These are really clean. And I can tell before I even open this bag, these look like brand new quarters, Cooper nickel quarters that just came from the mint, like current circulation. Oh, I see a couple of older dirty ones in there now. But anyway, this is kind of fun. This is, I think, the third or fourth order of junk silver that I have bought in these recent dips. And it used to be so difficult to get 90% silver at a reasonable price. They were always, a few years ago, back when, in post-COVID, the years when silver went a little nuts a couple of times, the premiums on the junk silver were kind of excessive. And the argument was, they're not making it anymore. There's never going to be any more. A lot of it gets melted by the government and also some refiners who are just too lazy to resell it. They would rather just melt it and turn it into new product. And so the argument was this was in short supply and it was going to be more expensive. Well, that has gone away. Honestly, it has gone away. And the recent dips and so on in the spot prices have caused this to be, just like this, available to buy at spot or just a little bit over spot. And I think I've told you this before. Anytime that I can buy at spot, that's the best kind of dollar cost averaging you can do, because that is the best price you're going to get on the day, unless you find somebody who's willing to sell it to you for less than spot because they bought their silver when it was $4 or $5 an ounce, and they're quite happy if you give them $15 or $20 profit, and you give them $25 an ounce for something that's currently now worth today $31.50. Well, that's a fantastic thing to happen, but you can't possibly expect someone to generally take less than the spot price. Although, like I say, it does happen, and you don't want to take advantage of somebody who doesn't know what the price is. But you might say, look, the spot price today is around $30, and I'd like to give you $28 for this. I hope that helps you out. And they'll go, yeah, that sounds fine to me. And you go about your business. That's just good negotiation and so on and so forth. Whatever, I'm rambling. I didn't mean to even talk about that. But I just love it. Now, I'm looking at these. Let's just take a look at a few of them. Of course, most U.S. quarters are going to have the classic eagle on the reverse and George Washington. So we call these washies or Washingtons. Almost every silver quarter is going to be this kind. You can get the standing Liberty quarters, and I think you can get the walking Liberties quarters. But the problem with those is they are so old, and even though they're more historic and perhaps numismatic, they tend to be more worn out. And if you lose even 10% of the weight of that coin, that's a lot of silver that you're losing. And although almost nobody will call you on it and say, I want to weigh this, somebody could say, look, we're going to weigh this, and we're going to find out that that's 10% less. And out of 71 ounces of silver, that's 7 ounces. So I'm going to pay you 7 ounces less because your coins are light. So I tend to stay away from the older, more worn stuff. Now, this I consider pretty worn. I could grab the scale and weigh it, and we could see what the difference is. But so long as you can read the date, you can see there on the reverse. Let's see if I can focus this. So long as you can read the date clearly. I'm not getting, this must be a bad lighting problem right now, but I can clearly read the date on this one, so that's fine. That's in 1946. But you can see these are all going to be Washington. Look, this one here, this is what I'm talking about. This looks like it just came out of the bank, or it just came out of some store's pocket change, the condition that that is in. It's amazing. That looks like a brand new quarter. Here's another one. Look at this thing. Okay, we're getting a little more light now. This is a really pretty coin. And that's not what we buy this for. I bought this as bullion. And I'm going to go through now. This is the fun part. I have to test all these and make sure that they're all silver. I have no doubt that they are. But why would you have a tester if you're not going to use it, right? I got the Sigma sitting right over here. Oh, I got my zoom on. I got the Sigma sitting right here. So, you know, we'll run these through really quick. I think I have done a video where I show you how quickly I can test these, although I don't think I've released that yet. So be on the lookout if you're interested in how I test these. You can see what I've been doing. But I'm going to weigh this to the 100th of a gram. You can sometimes tell. Some people say they can tell if there's one coin missing. I think that's getting a little excessive. But because these are, I think, 12.5 grams. No, I think these are 8.9 grams a coin. So if you've got 400 of them and there's one missing, I don't know, 9 grams is a pretty low margin. I think you could be missing 8 grams just from wear on some of these worn one. Now this I would consider a slick. This is something that I might not going to waste Coinhuskers' time or my time trying to get this replaced, even though the guy offered to do it. But this really is a slick. I mean, look at the wear on the edges of this. I'm going to set this aside, and I am going to weigh it when I'm doing the testing. To me, it actually feels light just in the hand. And I will tell you, if we're going to qualify it as a slick, it almost has no date. So I am going to set that one aside. I can even feel that. It feels almost half as thick. See if I can get a focus here. It feels thinner and it feels lighter. Very interesting. It actually smooth. It doesn't even have any reading left. That's how much worn that one is. But, you know, what are we talking about? One coin, maybe even if it was half its weight, we're talking $2 or $3. So it's not really the end of the world. Anyway, that's my fun. You can see I've got my work cut out for me. This video is already too long, so I'm going to move along. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or any comments, please leave them in the comments on this video. If there's anything else you would like to see, leave comments. If you like this video, please give me the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and tell other people about my channel. I'm really kind of stalled out with the YouTube algorithms and how they share my videos, and I'm really stalled out on new subscriptions. And it doesn't matter to me. I do this because I love doing it, and I'm not ever going to, I don't think I'm ever going to get anything from having a YouTube channel except maybe giving up some privacy. And I've got some anxiety about people knowing that I stack and things like that. So it's not really like I'm begging for subs for any other reason other than just to know that I'm making interesting content. So I'm going to continue doing that. Like I said, I do it for fun, for myself. I wish I had more time, to be honest. But thank you. Enough rambling. I hope you have a great day. And watch out for more videos. I'm really got quite a few of them to release at the moment.